Hey guys, so I am in mid to low silver at the moment on my Smurf. Excuse the cough, trying to get rid of that, but I'm gonna have it for a little while. Need to go pick up some stuff for it. Anyways, we are going to be talking about heroes that are great in low ranks. Greymane is one of them. This is not really a map that I like to show Greymane on because Greymane's so good because he can do like level 2 bruiser camps. But this is a really weird map because the camps have very specific timings or they're just very close to other heroes. So you don't really want to be soloing camps on any area of this map, really, which is the big challenge about it. However, I do want to show you guys that even without cams, Greymane can still be pretty crazy. So I'm going to be going through my thought process as I'm playing this game. Similarly to if you were watching a stream, I just want to focus primarily on what I am doing, what's my plan, and what I'm looking for to win the game. Now, I've been finding it pretty common to be facing Smurfs as well as having Smurfs on my team. It's just kind of the way now. So I am going to be looking for people who are overperforming and trying to single them out, take them out first in fights so we don't need to worry about them. I will be going the viciousness into ranged build. So the goal of this build is primarily to stay at a long, safe range. So you keep it to where your inner beast is going to refresh itself when you use abilities, as well as it's going to last 4 seconds. So what you do with this is you want this to last longer because if you get blinded, you don't want your viciousness to just end because you can't land an auto attack. So if I get blinded by Joanna, I just need to wait a second or two and then throw a Q out. And there's a whole Deathwing thing. And then I will get a reset on my viciousness. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be getting the, I would imagine, the physical armor, because they're pretty physical heavy. So thick skin into, we'll get Quicksilver after that. So the start of the game, you really don't want to take too much damage. You're just going to sit here and throw off anything that you can to get a decent chunk of damage in. And we're going to auto attack, see if we can't clean things up. If there's any safe targets to auto attack, just do that. Really, like, if they're not attacking you back, just auto attack. That's fair. You won't really need to do too much. You can always just jump in if someone gets low enough, but oh, almost got a kill there. If she didn't have her shield up, I think I would have gotten it. And that's pretty much it. It looks like Dahaka went bottom. Technically, solo lane on this map is top. Solo lane is always the furthest lane from the other two. But that's fine. I'm going to cover it. It's silver. I'm not too worried. The goal here is to just do what you can. You don't want to make any enemies here. I'll just kill that. And I'm going to poke this guy out of lane. Like, I'm ranged. He's not. Whatever. And I might even just zone him out of some experience. So we're going to let this push a little bit. And I might freeze this lane here. So he's just missing soak. And he just also threw that in there for no reason. I'll let the thing heal me. And he'll just keep wasting mana. That's okay. And there we go. So now I'm going to be freezing this lane. And I can sit right here and just zone him out of experience. And if he was getting his Q quest, he's not getting his Q quest anymore. So this is like one of the biggest, I would say, underrated things you can do as a solo laner is just deny experience. Because not only am I denying experience, I'm also denying him quest stacks. So again, I'm taking a couple of the hits just so that it's easier for this to stay. And this poor guy, I mean, look at our experience compared to theirs. And so again, I do want to pick thick skin. They've got some auto attackers. Just going to keep auto attacking him. Now he's going to miss more soak. I'm grabbing his globe and I'm grabbing my globe every time. And I don't really need to be doing anything right now either in the solo lane. That's kind of the funniest part about this whole thing. Is he in this bush? No, he's not. Oh, wait, is he? I heard a crash. Oh, no. That's kind of funny. And there we go. He's back out of the lane again. So we have almost a full level ahead of them. I'll let that just crash, and then boom, I'll grab his. And there we go. We're gonna just clean up this this front minion wave again. We're gonna wait till this minion wave shows up, and then boom, there you go. Take a little bit of damage, but he honestly doesn't even know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, so he doesn't even know how to counter it. And this may be considered bullying, honestly, but we're a full level lead ahead of the enemies, and they just legitimately couldn't do anything about that. And not just that, he has 4 Q stacks, so his Q is not going to be threatening at all. So at the start of this, I'm going to wait until I can see someone out of position, and I'm just going to safely attack whoever I safely can attack the entire fight. We don't go crazy in this situation. We don't try to go for anyone in the back line. We're just safely auto-attacking those that we can safely auto-attack. You kind of see how this goes. Now I'm blinded. I'm going to wait 1 second, fire off my Q to reset it, and then boom, I still have my W going this entire time. And this is it. This is how you play Greymane in the safe auto-attack build when you're in any rank. We're going to wait a second, throw out a Q. We still have our fountain as well. So this is pretty safe, I mean, honestly. So my W is going to end, but it's also got a really low cooldown because I've been running it for a long time. And we're going to head over, we're going to hit a fountain, and we've been zoning everyone out. We're going to actually use a Q here, go into wolf form, and then finish him off. And we actually didn't finish him, unfortunately, so they got him. That's fine. We'll use our wolf form, and the higher damage that wolf form does to finish off all of these, I'm picking up Quicksilver bullets. And what Quicksilver bullets does for me is it allows me to be even safer. So you saw that I was in range for the Joanna's W while I was auto-attacking. Now my range is high enough that I won't be in that range. Now Greymane scales really, really well. He's got an amazing level 20. So the goal here is to safely get level 20. And actually, they're not even here. I'm just going to auto-attack. Wolf form does more damage, so you want to be in wolf form if you can safely do it. But a lot of times, I can't safely do it, but they just decided that they wanted to... and I'm not even going to chase here. I'm just going to focus on killing this. Greymane is also one of the highest siege damage heroes in the game, because while you're in wolf form, you're effectively doing something like 400 DPS. And so doing like 400 DPS, we will be able to take out this fort off of the first objective. I will be able to take out this fountain here, and we will also be able to take out this camp that they did for some reason. When you're losing an objective, you usually don't want to take a camp in the same lane that you're in, only because the enemies are just going to free clear it. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, we don't want this guy to get stacks. I mean, it doesn't really matter now, but we're going to still get this guy scared. He'll still get some stacks here, but at least we got him low. And we're going to start roaming and seeing if we can't get a kill or two. This guy is really out of position, so we're going to go see if we can't just tag him. There we go. There's a nice kill. If you guys want to know that combo that I did, I just started off with a Q, and then I went into wolf form, and then I did another Q afterwards. Nothing too special. There's a Ragnaros. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to head down to bot lane. And I'm going to actually push out bot lane, grab the camp for my team, get us level 10s. And so right here, this will get us level 10s. And we're going to pop our W, and we're going to just go wolf form. We're going to clear this up really quick. We're going to auto-attack, and then we're going to head in here. Ooh, someone left this open for me. That's interesting. I don't know who would have done that, but that's so nice of them. We will be taking Cursed Bullet this game. And because my team's already doing a lot of work, I'm going to go wolf form, because they're not going to defend against me. They're going to defend against my team, most likely. I'm going to use my Q to clear out the minion wave while also hitting the turret. Do you see I'm hitting the turret with damage and the minion wave? So it's just efficiency, guys. Efficiency is the biggest way to take a small lead, or take even like no lead and turn it into a lead. It's just staying efficient. So we're going to siege for a little bit, but watch mid lane. Right as they disappear, we're going to end up leaving ourselves. We don't want to be flanked right now. So we're going to head out, and we're going to go join our team. But in this case, we're just going to double soak. Do you see how we would have been flanked right there? So again, guys, it's a mix of efficiency and safety. You don't want to die for no reason. And that's the big goal about playing to carry, is you need every moment of your time to be used for something efficient. Have I backed this game? How many fountains have I hit this game? What have I been doing this game? Did I do anything to deny experience? Did I gain any leads? We've got Raynor who's just inting, so we're just going to take him out really quick. And again, it's a very efficient combo that I do right there. And because of that, I may end up taking this. Yeah, we're going to end up taking this. So I don't know why he started inting. I mean, we did get a pretty good lead, but we'll still continue off this video because this does happen to both teams. And I already showed how much you can do in just before he even started inting. We're going to help our team with this. The only reason why we're doing this instead of soaking lanes is because there's no lanes to soak. And Jaden's already going to die, but we're going to have the objective by the time the enemies even get here. We're not using our W because we want to have our W available to really melt down the enemy team when they get here. So right here, we're going to pop our W. We're going to pop Cursed Bullet and start dropping down this Joanne. We're going to go Wolf Form, finish her off. Ooh, that was a good ult. I might still be able to finish her off. We're going to go back into human form and then keep our passive going. You can attack walls, you can attack minions to keep your passive going. That extra attack speed is very valuable. So you can see exactly what I'm doing to try to keep the passive going. I'm moving where I need to move, but every second I'm just auto-attacking something. Now the passive's going to drop, and I'm going to have a pretty low cooldown on it. And at this level, there's a variety of talents you can go, but we're going to actually be taking the On the Prowl. Ooh, I missed my Cursed Bullet, but they've buffed it recently, so that's fine. And we can attack them a little bit, but honestly, when you're in a situation like this, your goal is to safely siege, get rid of the turrets, because if you can get rid of the turrets, it means that your protector is going to take less damage, your Punisher in this case. We're going to take out Ragnaros really quick. Now we're in wolf form, so just be cautious. And again, we want to be efficient. Make sure that our swipes hit the fort. And my team's going to stay with me, so this gets a keep. If my team left, I would have left. We want to be in human form. I don't want to end. I don't think we can end. Maybe we can. I'm going to move away from my team so that if they're the ones tanking it, which it looks like I'm the one tanking it, so I'm going to take a step back, and then I'm going to take a step back in. There we go. Now, the goal here is to stay away from my team so I don't take the core damage. And it looks like the enemies are just going to give it to us. And that is essentially how you carry as Greymane. I was forced to go in the solo lane, which I didn't want to do. I wasn't able to really solo any camps this game. But you saw how I still utilized zoning out the enemy, denied him a full level of experience, as well as when we got into team fights, I focused primarily on just attacking the enemies safely. And then whenever there was a situation where I felt like I wasn't doing that much, I moved to a different lane and I started clearing lanes. I started pushing. I double soaked. I grabbed 3 forts on my own. I grabbed a keep with my team, got an objective, and pretty much just played it out that way. To give kind of an idea, I did a lot of hero damage. I did a lot of siege damage. As far as experience, I was the only thing that I didn't win in, and I got second. So that still means I was adding a lot of experience to the team. That's really how you do it, guys. If you want to carry in low ranks as Greymane, the goal is to play primarily safe, but to know when you can go in. And that's going to take a lot of practice of knowing how much damage your E and your Q do. So if you're to go into try mode, you need to know exactly how much damage. Is he in melee or range? I can never remember. There he is. You need to know exactly how much damage his EQ does. So when people get low enough, you can charge right in. So for example, at level 7 is really my favorite level to look at Greymane because you get that extra range. But yeah, I mean, you should know exactly how much this combo right here does. Q into E into Q and auto attack. So that's 821 damage. So if you're looking at my health right now and I have 2500 health, that means every 500 health is 20% of my health. So I can do about 30% of my own health with that combo. So all I have to do is auto attack someone in human form until they're low enough to where I can do that combo. I can do 30% of someone's health. So if you are running bullet, for example, that means that you need to only auto attack for 30% of their health, bullet for 35% of their health, and then you jump for the last 25%. So this is essentially what it's going to look like if you were to do a regular combo and you wanted to just 100 to 0 someone. And I only did 1 bullet that game, and it was just on Joanna. But this is essentially how you want to play it out, is you want to bullet first, and then you're going to auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, and then you'll jump in when they're at 30% health, and you just got to kill. And that's it. And that's literally all you have to do to take out pretty much anyone. Let me talk a little bit about the build that I was going to go and explain why I go it. So I go Viciousness for the reason that I mentioned. If there's ever a situation where you can't auto attack something, you can throw a cocktail to keep your W going. It's a very great talent for keeping that W, that increased attack speed, going for a long period of time. Then at this level, I explained my reasoning for it, Thickskin, because I had a lot of auto attackers. Eyes in the Dark is something that I go against a lot of mages, where when I leave the fight, I don't want them to know where I'm going, so they just throw abilities out randomly. Insatiable, I never really have a mana problem. Quicksilver Bullets, I go this because I play a very safe Greymane. A lot of people just dive in and go in for the kills. I play a very safe Greymane with very consistent damage, which is like why I love this range, and it works really well in later levels. Level 10, I go for Cursed Bullet 9 times out of 10 because most people don't like playing bruisery type people. They like to play these really squishy heroes. So I like Cursed Bullet because you can Cursed Bullet their tank, and then their tank gets really afraid, and you get to fight teams without tanks, and that means that their front line is usually squishy people that I can just melt down with auto attacks. Or they have no front line, we just won the objective for free. Go for the Throats if you like to play more aggressive and dive into their back line, get double kills left and right. I just like Cursed Bullet. It's a very safe play style. And then level 13, while I love Unfettered Assault just because it makes clearing camps really easy, On the Prowl, not really easy, but just fast. On the Prowl is really great for this play style of moving around, constantly getting safe damage off. Level 16, I usually go Executioner. If your team's going to slow people down, then you're going to be getting a lot more damage off. If your team's not running a lot of CC, every once in a while I'll go this one. So it's you keep your wolf active for over 4 seconds and you attack faster. But I really don't like this talent at all. Alpha Killer's really, really strong, but I don't like staying in Worgen form. I only go in Worgen form for quick bursts or for siege damage. So Executioner is my favorite talent on this tier, and it's a huge power spike for him. And then the biggest power spike that you'll ever see is Hunter's Blunderbuss, making it to where you are doing splash damage at that safe range with high mobility, and you're just unkillable. So that's the whole Greymane build, and the biggest thing that you need to practice with Greymane is stutter stepping without the W going, and stutter stepping with that extra 50% attack speed. If you can practice the stutter stepping on Greymane, it's going to make it really hard for them to kill you, and you're going to be doing a lot of team fight damage. So that gives you a really good idea of how you handle these team fights when you get good at stutter stepping with both of those attack ranges. Next thing, learning this combo of, this is a very simple combo. If someone gets CC'd and you do have Cursed Bullet, say they just get hit by a Blessed Shield, you should immediately do R, Q, E, Q, and they're dead. Whoever gets CC'd is always going to die from that combo. So learn those couple things like that, and you're going to be good to go. Again, learn stutter stepping in Worgen form. It's super important. And learn efficiency with your Q. Your Q should always get you 1 in the direction you want to go. 2, it should hit your target and extra targets. And if you don't want to go in the direction of the enemies, I sometimes stutter step one direction, then swing back the other direction. So again, say I don't want to be near these people, I might stutter step and then swing back. So I still get the swipe on the target that I want. Or some people like to take a step back, just so you're not always going inward. But yeah, practice stutter stepping, practice moving around, and know when you can do camps. He's actually one of the few heroes that can do a bruiser camp at level 2. I recommend picking up a fountain first, but you don't need to do that. So let's remove ally and enemy heroes really quick. And I like to hit a fountain before. You do not need to hit a fountain. In fact, I know a Greymane player that never hits fountains with it. Always kill the little guy first so your swipes do more damage. Always move around so the enemies do less damage to you. Focus on one target and kill that one first. Do you see how I'm always focusing on one? I'm always moving around so that the other ones don't hit me. And there you go. You can get a bruiser camp at level 1 or 2, but you're usually level 2 when the bruisers spawn. And there you go. And that's, I mean, imagine that on Dragonshire. You just disappear for a little bit, grab your bruiser camp, and suddenly your solo laner has a bruiser camp going for him. You head back down to your lane, you safely auto attack and drop everyone down. You kill a couple people, you grab the bottom, your solo lane's got top. You head over, your tank gets the Dragon Knight, and you use your heavy siege damage to take a couple forts. He's amazing on Dragonshire. So that is Greymane, and that's especially how you carry with him in low ranks, and this playstyle works all the way up to the highest ranks as well. Thank you guys for watching, and feel free to check out my other videos.